Check, 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 check. All right. Welcome, everyone. I appreciate you guys for joining this video. My name's Eli. It's nice to meet all of you. This is the first of many talks that I'm going to have, but without further ado, let's get started. Some of my oldest memories have been reenacting war. Whether it was watching Saving Private Ryan and thinking, man, I want to be those guys storming D-Day, or spray painting my airsoft guns black and running around outside shooting bad guys, or, you know, watching 300 and thinking, man, Leonidas is the epitome of manliness. I've always been obsessed with war. All throughout high school and college, I would read war memoir books, watch documentaries on World War II, and have a true fascination with the individual soldiers. Sure, Churchill and FDR are awesome, and reading about these like decisions that have to be made that, you know, affect millions of people is really cool. But no, what I was obsessed with was the individual drafted soldier that is in the fire having to fight. To me, that was one of the coolest things ever. And I can kind of describe it. But first, I'll tell you other people's perceptions of it. Throughout middle and high school, I would tell people, dude, I want to be that soldier fighting that war. I mean, think about how popular Marvel movies are right now. You think Captain America isn't having fun? Of course he's having fun when he's fighting. That's what we want. If nothing else, he's living in the moment. And that is ultimate Zen. Living in the present moment, nothing else matters. And that was something I always obsessed over, to the point where whenever I'd go to sleep at night, I would imagine myself fighting some sort of war, or, you know, taking down the school shooter and everybody loving me at school because of it. You know, a million different things. But I think that people would try to tell me that I didn't actually want that, when I did actually want that. And I don't like this soft, comforting life. Because the more comfort you get, the more you're going to like pursue short-term pleasures. The more like you don't have to worry about a thing, the more you're gonna like divulge into like alcoholism or pornography or video games or social media doom scrolling or marijuana or gambling, like so on and so forth. Like these like short-term pleasures that you obsess over just because there's nothing else to do, because you don't have some great fight in your life. So yeah, I wanted to be those soldiers because they had a great fight in their life that I thought was worthwhile, it was honorable, and it was manly, in my opinion. So the question then is, okay, my life's pretty easy. It's 21st century America. How do I make that war in my life? Because I'm not fulfilled with this current 9-to-5 life. How do I make myself fulfilled by planting this like idea of a soldier on top of the modern world? And the answer is to take the jump, whatever that jump is to you. To me, it was quitting my job and trying to be self-employed, so I could invent a brighter future for myself. But to anybody, it could be anything. Ask that girl out, try out for that sports team. You can't mess up, and you should want that pursuit to do something bigger than what is offered of you. Oh gosh. Sleeping under a bridge isn't the worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world is being a slave to your own desires. You know, the same things that we talked about earlier. The worst thing in the world you can be is a slave to the system, to, you know, substances, to whatever it may be. Be bigger than that. Do more than that. Go on that adventure. Be Frodo. Start that war for yourself. Like, you know, The Pursuit of Happiness is one of the best movies I've ever watched. And it's like this guy who just like quits his normal job and he's gonna pursue something bigger than himself. Think about The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Walter Mitty quit his 9-to-5 job to go out and like try to build a brighter flame for himself. Take the jump. The cool part about this, instead of war, is you're not gonna die. You're gonna live. So therefore, like, there's no like jump too scary or too big. And if you mess up, you can be just like everybody else. That's the cool part about it. This obsession with like these soldiers and like wanting to live in the moment, whenever I took that jump, proved to be true. It's true Zen, living in the moment when you don't know where your next meal is coming from. That's like Zen. what ends up making you scared is like anxieties that you can't even like, you know, pinpoint what the problem is because it's so far in the future or so obscure that it's just like this crazy thing that's making your brain run around. You're not even living with tangibles anymore. Like whenever you're living day to day, like the hunter-gatherers or like soldiers, I think you're actually finding the sense of like happiness. But yeah, that's about all I got for you. Let me review my notes real quick. You be what you want to be. The soldier who, you know, is getting shot at, if that's who you want to be, make that in your everyday life, and I promise you, you'll thank yourself for it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I should have more coming. I should get better at talking as well. But I'm gonna try to make one of these every single day. Thank you guys, appreciate y'all. Peace.